Every single day, somewhere in the world, a dog saves a human life, not with capes or superpowers, but with instincts sharper than any technology and loyalty deeper than most humans can comprehend. They sense danger before we see it. They act before we understand what is happening, and sometimes they sacrifice everything to keep us safe. These are not fictional tales. These are real stories of ordinary dogs who became extraordinary heroes when their owners needed them most. This video has touched millions of hearts around the world. If it touches yours, please take a moment to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. We would love to know where you are watching from, so drop your country in the comments below. Now, let us begin. In 2019, a golden retriever named Duke saved his family from a deadly gas leak in the middle of the night. The Johnson family of Minnesota had gone to bed like any other evening. Their furnace had malfunctioned, and odorless carbon monoxide was slowly filling their home. Carbon monoxide is called the silent killer because humans cannot detect it, but Duke could. At 3 in the morning, Duke began pawing frantically at his owner's bedroom door. When they ignored him, he jumped onto the bed and began licking their faces aggressively. He whined. He barked. He refused to stop until both parents woke up. Annoyed, Mr. Johnson finally opened the bedroom door, and Duke immediately ran toward the front entrance, looking back repeatedly until the family followed him outside. Within minutes of leaving, all 4 family members collapsed on the front lawn. Dizzy and nauseous, paramedics later confirmed that carbon monoxide levels inside the home were lethal. If the family had remained asleep for another 30 minutes, none of them would have survived. Duke had smelled what they could not and refused to give up until they were safe. But dogs do not only detect invisible dangers. Sometimes they stand directly between their owners and visible threats. In 2021, a German shepherd named HAUS took 3 rattlesnake bites while protecting a 7-year-old girl in Florida. Molly DeLuca was playing in her backyard. When an eastern diamondback rattlesnake emerged from the bushes, Molly did not see it, but HAUS did. The 2-year-old rescue dog threw himself between the child and the snake without hesitation. The rattlesnake struck 3 times, injecting enough venom to kill a full-grown adult. HAUS collapsed but remained positioned between Molly and the snake until her grandmother rushed outside and pulled her to safety. Veterinarians said HAUS had less than a 20% chance of survival. The anti-venom treatment cost over $10,000. When news of his heroism spread, strangers from around the world donated enough money to cover every medical bill. HAUS survived after weeks of intensive care, and today he still sleeps beside Molly's bed every night, exactly where a guardian should be. Some dogs protect their owners from dangers that come not from nature, but from other humans. In 2017, a pit bull named SASHA saved her owner's baby from a house fire that was deliberately set. Nana Chiconda of California was in her home when her neighbor's apartment caught fire. The flames spread rapidly, but Nana did not wake up. The smoke alarms failed. Only SASHA sensed the danger. SASHA ran to the bedroom where 7-month-old Nasila slept. She grabbed the baby by her diaper and began dragging her toward the door. When Nana finally woke to SASHA's frantic barking, she found her dog pulling her baby across the floor while flames consumed the building around them. They escaped with seconds to spare. Investigators later determined the fire was arson. Without SASHA's intervention, both Nana and her daughter would have died. The bond between dogs and humans is not merely emotional, it is biological. Studies have shown that dogs can detect subtle changes in human body chemistry that indicate medical emergencies. They can smell the chemical shift that occurs before a seizure. They can sense drops in blood sugar levels. They can even detect certain cancers months before medical equipment catches them. In 2015, a Siberian Husky named Sierra saved her owner from an undiagnosed brain tumor. Stephanie Herfel of Wisconsin noticed that Sierra kept sniffing and pressing her nose against the same spot on her abdomen. The behavior was so persistent and unusual that Stephanie finally visited a doctor. Even though she felt perfectly healthy, the diagnosis was ovarian cancer. The tumor was small enough that it had not yet caused symptoms, but it was growing rapidly. Doctors told Stephanie that if Sierra had not alerted her, the cancer would likely have spread to other organs before detection. Today, Stephanie is cancer-free, and she credits her survival entirely to a dog who smelled what no machine could detect. Scientists are still working to understand the full extent of canine sensory abilities. Dogs possess up to 300 million olfactory receptors compared to about 6 million in humans. The part of their brain dedicated to analyzing smells is proportionally 40 times greater than ours. They do not just smell better than us, they perceive an entirely different world, one filled with information invisible to human senses. But perhaps more remarkable than their abilities is their willingness to use them for us. Dogs do not analyze risks or calculate rewards. They do not pause to consider whether saving their owner is worth the danger. When someone they love is threatened, they act instantly, completely, without regard for their own safety. Every dog in these stories could have fled. Every dog could have saved themselves. Instead, they chose loyalty over survival. They chose love over fear. They chose us, and that is why we do not deserve dogs. But we spend our whole lives trying to. If these stories touch your heart, please like, share, and subscribe. Give your dog an extra hug tonight, because you never know when that ordinary pet sleeping at your feet might become the hero who saves your life. They are always watching, they are always ready, and they will never, ever give up on you.